Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Speed Sport booth at the PRI Trade Show. It's Friday afternoon, and I'm Mike Kirshner here with open wheel racer Taylor Ferns. Taylor, the PRI show, what are your goals when you come here?
Yeah, so I love networking events such as this, the ability to go around and talk with different vendors that I currently work with, agree upon our deals again for next year. I kind of created this thing a year ago to where I go around and I have gifts for all my vendors. So, last year we did koozies and stickers and things of that nature, and this year kind of upped the ante a little bit. And, I'm giving everybody mini Rosie replica helmets of the helmet that I used a couple years ago. And so, the vendors really love it and appreciate it, and, it really helps set me apart from the other racers. But, really, I just love working the room. And, today I have a goal of mainly going around and talking about my nonprofit, the Safety Bank, which has been a really fun thing to do that we've really focused on the past 4 to 6 weeks. And, it's grown tremendously. But I love networking. I love talking with others that are just as passionate about motorsports as I am.
I was going to ask you about the safety bank a little bit later on, so let's just dive into that right now. What exactly is that, and how does it work?
Yeah, so the Safety Bank is a nonprofit organization that I recently launched, but I came up with the idea about a year ago. And I actually wrote a column about it in Speed Sport to kind of test the waters and see kind of what feedback we get about it. And it was super positive. And so our mission is to aim to provide adequate safety equipment to racers in need. And so I recently partnered with Shift Up Now, and we received a significant donation from the product manufacturer Sabelt. It was $30,000 worth of safety equipment as a donation, and that's what really helped kick us off about 6 weeks ago. And so we've received in that short period of time 60 plus applications, and we're in the process of being able to supply the demand. And so there's a lot of different elements to the safety bank that I'm working on. Obviously there's the collection element to where we're going to disperse donation bins, kind of like a Goodwill or a food bank nationwide. And they're going to go around with traveling touring series. They're going to be stationed at racetracks, or they're going to be at motorsports hubs, like in Indy race parts or things of that nature across the nation, to make it easy to collect from the motorsports community new and or gently used equipment that's obviously within spec. And then we're also working with various product vendors and manufacturers on maybe if they're willing to donate excess equipment like Sabelt did, or even I know there's going to be certain things that we're going to have a hard time getting donations on, like Hans devices and fire suits. And so, it's trying to make safety equipment more accessible for those who can't really afford it. I mean, a lot of people as racers, we try to put our money into things that's going to make a difference in the result on the track, and the safety equipment aspect tends to be overlooked and undervalued. And so, if vendors can't donate product, we are working with them on creating some form of a unique discount program, and so that's something that we hope to give back to the community. So,
How do people find out how to be involved?
yeah, so right now, right now we're heavy on social media. Sorry, I just got something stuck in my throat. So you can find us on our social channels. We're really big on Facebook and Instagram. Twitter, not so much, but I would really, as a long-term vision, depending on how much resources we can collect, set up a website, and people can go on and find out more about us on there. But right now, just basically Facebook.
So inside the race car this year, you had an interesting season, a lot of different types of race cars. You had one big victory, and did it surprise you that came at Salem?
To be honest with you, I had such a good run in the Silver Crown car at Winchester. I kind of knew Salem, and we were long overdue, right? The past couple years have been a real struggle as far as overcoming a ton of adversity. The speed has been there, the results just have not. And, a lot of it's a matter of circumstance. I felt like we did everything that we could to show up and compete and contend for wins, but it just didn't work out. And, even at Salem during the race, I was overcoming a ton of hurdles. I lost my brakes about 15 laps in, and, one of my Zeus buttons on my hood came up, and it was starting to flap, and I'm like, leading the race, and I'm thinking to myself, no, I'm not backing down, not today. We're gonna win this. And so, it came to fruition, and glad that we could knock that monkey off our back. But it's really killing me that we do not have a Silver Crown win yet. I feel like we're long overdue for that. So I'm excited. We're taking the Silver Crown cars to Salem and Winchester next year. I've been really strong at Winchester and the Crown cars before, so hopefully maybe we can seal the deal.
That would be great. In addition to Silver Crown, what other things are you looking at doing in the coming season?
Yeah, so this past season I dabbled a little bit in the Formula car stuff, and I did some of the Indy Next Oval races, and that really didn't work out the way I obviously intended to. I feel like I'm a really heavy, strong competitor in my sprint car and Silver Crown stuff, and I expect the same of myself when I show up at any racetrack, no matter what the car is. And it just didn't work out to where I had enough testing to what we had planned on. And so it was kind of, showing up to the Indy Next races, trying to practice while everybody else is trying to race, right? So, just hopefully maybe building off what I learned this year and, maybe doing some more Formula car stuff again next year. But it really just comes back to, my main sponsor, Bradford Allen, on, what they want to do and how they want to allocate the motorsports resources that we have. And so, they love the Formula car stuff. So I intend on still doing some of that. We'll see how much, but I don't want to do it unless I can get a lot of practice in. Practice makes perfect. So, we'll see. I'll probably have a hodgepodge of different things that I'm doing. So, I just really love racing. So as long as I'm in the seat, that's like my therapy. So
Very good. Enjoy the rest of your show, Taylor. And thank you for being with us today. I'm Mike Kirshner, Taylor Ferns. Thanks.
thank you.